How's it going, everyone? My name is Clink, and welcome back to Demon Souls. So, today we're gonna finally start doing the remaining archdemons. We did Dragon God quite a while ago, but today we're gonna do Latria's, which is gonna be finding the old man. I'm also gonna use these parts to do more NPC dialogue that we might have. It's like we've had Yuria here for a while, but I haven't actually talked to her, so I'm gonna take some time to do that kind of stuff. If you want to skip past it, I'll probably put a timestamp in the description where I'm actually doing the main events for today.
Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft? It would honor. Are you sure? Once, I lusted after demon souls. I passed the fissure into Latria, but became trapped by the Nexus. Then, the king's executioner, Meralda, chained me up inside that tower. My thirst for demon souls is no more. On the contrary, I find such power dangerous. Frake wields a different type of magic from my witchcraft. Frake's magic stems from an understanding of the essence of the demon soul, while my witchcraft merely channels its energy. If the demon is cursed, so shall be the craft. Frake's power comes from human potential, while mine is a dark, dependent art. If the demon is cursed, Frake's power comes from
So yeah, there's where you can see about the big difference between Yuria and Frake here. I don't think Frake's little guy here really has anything to say that we haven't heard.
What is it? Oh, it's better than having you bother. Master Frake prefers. Do not dare to bother him by gabbing about trifling nonsense. He's on the verge of discovering something that will rival even the demon souls. He's on the verge of discovering something.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything too interesting.
Bravo. I cannot express. Oh, to have my. Thank you, as promised. Let me.
Yeah, he'll have new spells open as he beat more bosses, obviously. I think I'll go through the whole list like right at the end, but I'm pretty sure there's one or two you can only get in New Game Plus.
That witch Yuria is quite a compelling woman. She uses a different type of magic than I. Hers is powered by emotion, much like a miracle. I wonder if it is related to her gender. I still have much to learn. But we were wrong to assume that they ceased.
Okay, so that's him just talking about like just trying them. So yeah, this is where you can really learn about like the main differences in their magic and kind of stuff I talked about a little bit earlier. But I think that's really all I want to do today, because tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but like next time. Oh wait, let him talk.
Your soul will return to this temple. Well, what will you do next? Give up? That's what I did. I think I just lost my nerve for this kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll finally let the crestfallen warrior talk. He doesn't really have too much interesting to say.
Yourself a demon soul, did you? I'm impressed. Yes, indeed I am. Stay the path, and you will soon be a monster yourself. Can't you see? You've fallen for their trap. You. Have you seen my corporeal flesh? Has my body gone rotten? I'm sorry. Ah, who are you? I don't remember anything. Ah, who are you?
Yeah, eventually he just loses his memory. He kind of goes insane since he's just given up on everything. I guess he's almost a precursor to going hollow in Dark Souls 1. I think the last NPC I'm going to talk to for now is Thomas,
Thank goodness I was worried.
because I don't know if he has anything new to say.
Sages and all manner of wise men watch over the halls of this nexus. This rejuvenating sanctum is a fine place for the slayers of demons to rest their weary bones. I too must contribute how I can, for we are indebted to our honorable defenders. Sometimes I stop and wonder how I ended up here. Why didn't I protect my wife and daughter, even if it meant being slain by demons? Please, forgive me. It's all in the past. How did you do it? I can't imagine what it takes to slay a demon. If only I knew how to fight. If only I knew how to fight.
I think Thomas is actually a pretty cool character in this game. I feel like he's probably a character a lot of people can empathize with in some way. Especially since he's just trying to do what he can, but he knows he isn't really able to do too much. I think I'm going to talk to Bior next time and maybe Patches a little bit, since Shrine of Storms doesn't really have any characters that I associate with them too much, but I really wanted to talk to the two mages today since, you know, it involves Latria and the stuff that usually goes on here, but I think it's about time we put an end to the story with the old man that has overthrown a once powerful society. So, the truth to the end of the story here is that the old man, he got the power and the revenge that he wanted, but unfortunately for him, he was merely just a puppet for the demon that helped him. Once he fulfilled his purpose, he was no longer needed. I'm trying to remember what the line is, but there's a line at the end of Zelda Majora's Mask where Majora will make some comment about the Skull Kid being a no longer useful puppet, and I feel like that line also applies quite well to this scenario. This is where there's going to be a Black Phantom, friggin' Mind Flayer on this narrow staircase, and I hate these things. At least with the other one, it was an open staircase, and this one's nice and enclosed for you. I want him to aggro onto me so that we can lure him down, is what you really want to do. There we go. But yeah, all we really get to fight is the demon that possessed the old man. The old man himself is, not really needed for anything. So he's dead. That's the end of his story. And so this boss is actually pretty unique for the time, I guess. They've kind of done this boss concept again in some later games, but essentially if you're playing online, the boss you fight is going to be a different player. It'll be someone else's player character and their build, but they'll be wearing the yellow demon on them, on their head, essentially, as we could kind of see in the cutscene. That's why there was the whole cutscene. It's honestly why this tower's here. It's so that they can spend time doing some matchmaking. But if you're playing offline like I am, it's just going to be some NPC that is programmed into the game. And it'll be the same for everyone in that scenario. And I really want to get this crystal lizard, please. There we go. Okay. It's not too difficult, honestly. The main thing is you need to be careful for its soul mass that will be there by default, which is the case for a player character as well. The main thing with this boss is just how varied people's experiences of it can be, since, and wow, I just clobber this guy. Because, you know, you could get someone who's really, really good at the game and just absolutely stomps you. You could get someone really bad and you stomp them. You could get a pretty good match where it's just a nice, intense duel, or you can be fighting the NPC with a strength weapon and just do that to it. Yeah, it's really not too hard of a fight if you're doing the NPC version, but I think it's actually a pretty cool boss, honestly, with its what's it called? Like the player summoning mechanic. But I don't need the golden demon soul for anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and consume that, because I think, yeah, we can get 3 levels out of this. Let's get up to that 30 vitality. And I think I'd like to work my way up to 30 endurance, honestly, because getting the stamina would be nice. One thing I do want to show is the descriptions of each of these. I kind of haven't done that, and I feel like I should. So I'll at least like let you take a moment to look at each one. I'll show them on screen for a second. If you want to pause and read them, they're pretty cool. They kind of give you a little bit of backstory about each of the areas that you explore here. But they're all really cool, add a lot to the world. And yeah, I think they're worth a read. So the rest of today is going to be spent on doing the World Tendency event that we can do within Latria. So I'm going to meet you guys over where we're going to do that. Okay, real fast, I forgot this happens. If you finish off the Crestfallen Warrior's dialogue, when you come back, he'll have an item here. It's just a storied warrior soul. He is no longer alive. But yeah, now we'll actually head over there. Alright, so you want to make your way up to the first of the 2 towers where we dropped the chains from. So like there's where we killed Yurt over there. So you do need to be in pure white world tendency for this. It might be possible in pure black. I honestly don't remember, but we can now go across this bridge here that was not here before, and at the top will actually be the 2nd floor cell key for the Prison of Hope, so we can actually go rescue Ridiel now. He was the guy that was screaming for help when we actually went through the Prison of Hope. So now that we have this, we can head back over there and check it out. This is definitely one of the most difficult things in the game to find on your own, I would say. It's just like being like, where do I get the key for this? And it being in a completely different level, only in one world tendency. Like, I don't think... I think this is one of the things in the game I did not, like, find at all on my first playthrough. A lot of the world tendency stuff I didn't see on my first playthrough. Anything that's not world tendency related, if you just explore enough of the levels, you'll probably end up seeing it. The sad thing is a lot of the NPC quest lines are tied to the world tendency system, so they're pretty convoluted and hidden. But I honestly think they're pretty worth it. There's a lot of cool stuff with it. I think the world tendency system's an interesting system that I think would be worth giving another shot. I don't think everyone would be pleased by it, but I think FromSoft could really come up with a cool way to do it. We can go on ahead and open this and talk to Ridiel.
Why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please, take this fine piece of work. I have no use for it now. And thus begins my final, eternal rest.
Yeah, Ridiel is now ready to die now that he's given us the Dull Rat's Ring. You come here in pure black world tendency when he's Black Phantom, then you can get his pole arm. So I honestly don't really know much about the story with Ridiel. I know he's oh hey, there's like Yuria's hat. I know he's the brother of Alant, and so my only assumption is Alant locked him in here after the Scourge happened, but I honestly have no idea. And there's Frake's armor, if you want to wear that. That actually looks kind of cool. I might do that on one of my characters, but Yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to show here. I don't really care to do the other block on floor 2 because I don't think there's anything over there worth pointing out, at least not to my memory. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. So pretty short part, but that's how it's going to be with these archdemons. So I'm going to end this video here, and I will see you guys next time where we'll finish up the Shrine of Storms for good. Bye bye.